Hello viewers, thank you for tuning in. I am the Fighter Jet Enjoyer, and today we will be reviewing the Exo Experts Warbond. I know I'm late to the party, but it took me a while to grind out the super credits for it, and then also to get the footage. This is the first part in a two-parter rating the weapons and stratagems. We are ranking the primary, secondary, support weapon, and the armor sets in this video, and we will be ranking the mechs that came in the Warbond next week. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. Starting off with the armor sets just to get them out of the way because they were kind of underwhelming. Both increase your movement speed, and I can feel the increase, but it doesn't feel terribly helpful compared to other passives. Also, I find it kind of funny that they added a speed buff passive at the same time that the bugs got a new speed boost. Regardless, while the speed can be helpful in some situations, I would rather take another passive that can be more reliable and versatile. Now for a brief rundown of all the weapons that we will be going over. Starting us off, we have the SMG-203 Gallant. This is the only primary weapon in the Warbond, and it comes with a level 3 medium pen, and in addition to being one-handed. It has 65 ballistic damage and 13 durable, alongside a blistering fire rate of 1300 RPM. It comes with 50 rounds in a mag with 7 spares, alongside 75 ergonomics and 15 recoil. Next up, we have the P-33 missile pistol. This is the only secondary weapon in the Warbond, and it is one-handed, which is to be expected of a secondary. It fires a single guided missile with 1000 projectile damage, 300 explosive damage, and 1000 durable damage. It comes with 3 spare rounds, 45 ergo, and 313 recoil. Finally, we have the MGX-42 Bulletstorm. This is an expendable machine gun with level 2 light armor pen. It has a 1300 fire rate, 100 ballistic damage, and 25 durable damage. It comes with 300 rounds, cannot be reloaded, and has 6 recoil. Each call-in will give you 2 MGX Bulletstorms alongside the Hell Pod itself. The cooldown is 66 seconds with morale augmentation installed. Now to get into the reviews themselves. Brief disclaimer, all tests were conducted in solo matches on level 5 difficulty against all factions. Starting off with the Gallant, against the Bugs, the high rate of fire was good for dealing with chaff, however it ran out of ammo constantly. It feels weak against larger bugs with medium armor due to its low damage, and the high recoil makes it hard to aim. Burst fire is recommended, although it still feels weak due to the low 65 damage. Overall, it's underwhelming against enemies it was meant to fight, such as Hive Guards and the Brood Commanders. I give it a 5 out of 10 for the bugs. Against the Illuminate, the Gallant melts low-level chaff, as before, however it is still hard to aim, and don't get me started on trying to hit anything that flies. It runs out of ammo quickly as well, and even though it is medium pen, the low damage struggles to kill overseers quickly, and by the time you kill one you have to reload. Don't bother using it on harvesters or mechs because the low damage is just not worth it. 6 out of 10 because melting Voteless is fun for the Illuminate. Finally, we have the Automatons. It's good for killing troopers and melts berserkers really quickly up close, however it's still hard to hit weak points on Devastators even though it has medium pen because of the low damage. It still runs out of ammo constantly, but the burst fire worked better because you were aiming for weak points that could be destroyed with less damage. I give it a 7 out of 10 because there are actually medium armor enemies to use it on without feeling like you're throwing snowballs into a volcano. Now for the missile pistol. Against the bugs, it can kill chargers in 2 shots to the head, 2 shots to exposed impaler heads, 2 shots to bile titan heads, 2 shots to the wings or head of a dragon roach, and overall it will one-shot most smaller enemies. The guided aim often misses important weak points though, so it's best to use the non-guided mode so that you can hit the heads of enemies. It has low ammo, so you should save it for tanks. It's like an ultimatum with more range. I give it a 7 out of 10 for the bugs. Now for the Illuminate. The missile pistol one-shots flying overseers and usually two-shots harvesters if it hits the leg joints, alongside disabling appropriator shields with one hit to the head. It's best to use the unguided mode for these larger enemies so that you can target these weak points, because without hitting those, it'll take a lot longer. I give it a 9 out of 10 for the Illuminate. And for the bots, it two-shots hulks from the front, but it will one-shot if you can hit the eye or the vents in the back. It one-shots gunships, and two shots to the crotch or one shot to the hip joint kills war striders. One shot to the vent, two shots to the engine, and three shots to the turret for tanks, and it can disable factory strider turrets in one shot. However, it does take 3 full shots to the eye to kill it, so I would recommend just using something else against an enemy the size of the factory strider. I give it a 9 out of 10 for the bots. Next we have the Bulletstorm. Against the bugs, it has extremely low recoil, an insane fire rate, and it melts everything from chaff to even some medium enemies like Brood Commanders, and even the Hive Guards if you can get between their armor. The cooldown is perfect, it always feels like you have another one ready right when you need it. 10 out of 10. As for the Illuminate, same as the bugs, ridiculously good at melting anything without medium armor. 10 out of 10. It's basically an expendable stalwart. For the bots, you might think it isn't good because it is light pen, however you would be wrong. It fits perfectly in anti-tank or expendable loadouts, and it's the perfect side grade to the stalwart. 10 out of 10 across the board. That's it for today, viewers. Let me know what you think of the new Warbond down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss part 2, in which I will rate the 2 mechs that came in the same Warbond. Thanks for watching. See you next week.